Your potential is endless, so keep exploring. Namaskar, welcome to Next IES. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we will cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And our first article talks about cyber fraud because India's rapid growth in online transactions has been accompanied by a significant rise in cyber fraud. Data from Reserve Bank of India indicates that between financial year 2020 and financial year 2024, more than 3,000 crore was lost due to cyber fraud. Here, Maharashtra leads in losses, followed by Tamil Nadu. The surge in digital payments, which increased ninefold over the past decade, was propelled by demonetization in 2016 and the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite the push for digital transactions to reduce tax evasion and corruption, insufficient cybersecurity measures have left many individuals vulnerable to fraud. Private sector banks face a higher incidence and value of fraud compared to public sector banks, with Kotak Mahindra, Axis Bank, State Bank of India, SDFC Bank, and ICICI Bank being the most affected. These banks accounted for about 62% of the total fraud value and 53% cases over the past 5 years, highlighting a potential trade-off between user-friendliness and cybersecurity. Now, air quality in Delhi is deteriorating as winter approaches, with particulate matter 2.5 levels consistently exceeding very poor thresholds, largely due to stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana. Stubble burning is a traditional farming practice allows farmers to quickly clear fields after harvest, but it has significant environmental and health impacts. Studies also indicate that stubble burning contributes an average of 22% to 35% of Delhi's PM 2.5 levels during the peak burning season. However, stubble burning is not the sole contributor to Delhi's pollution. Urban emission data shows that other sources such as vehicle emission and secondary inorganic aerosols also play a major role. Secondary inorganic aerosols formed from gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides predominantly come from outside Delhi. Therefore, to effectively tackle air pollution, coordinated efforts across the states are necessary. Recognizing the problem extends beyond Delhi's border. Next article talks about Global Nature Conservation Index because recently India has been ranked 176th out of 180 countries in the Global Nature Conservation Index. This low ranking places India among the 5 worst performers alongside Kiribati, Turkey, Iraq, and Micronesia. The low ranking is primarily due to ineffective land management, rising biodiversity threats, and significant land conservation for urban, industrial, and agriculture purposes. Additionally, India's marine conservation efforts are lacking. Therefore, the report underscores the urgency for stronger conservation policies and international cooperation, especially as India is a significant player in illegal wildlife trade. It also emphasized the need for strong political will to implement effective conservation strategies and secure funding for environmental initiatives. And do you know, friends, Global Nature Conservation Index evaluates conservation efforts based on 4 key markers, which includes land management, threats to biodiversity, capacity and governance, and future trends. Now, recently, Prime Minister of India warned the public about the digital arrest scam, where fraudsters impersonate law enforcement officials or Reserve Bank of India representatives to defraud individuals of their money. Prime Minister also emphasized the importance of awareness and urged schools and colleges to help spread this message. He explained how scammers collect personal information and create a sense of fear by posing authority figures. He advised people to remain calm when receiving such calls and to remember that legitimate agencies don't conduct inquiries via phone or video calls. In this context, he outlined 3 steps for digital security, which include stop, think, and take action. He urged victims to report scam to the National Cyber Helpline at 1930, inform their families and local police, and preserve evidence. In this context, Computer Emergency Response Team of India has also issued an advisory detailing various online scams, including digital arrest. Now, recently, Indian government has approved several significant projects in its space program, making pivotal moment for India's exploration efforts. And key developments here include Gaganyaan human space flight program and development of Bharatiya Antariksh Station. ISRO will also develop next generation launch vehicle involving collaboration with private industry to facilitate future operational flights. New scientific missions will also include Venus Orbiter mission, which is expected to launch in March 2028, and Chandrayaan 4 sample return mission, which is anticipated by 2027. Lunar Polar Exploration mission, which is a joint venture with Japan, has also been approved. Third phase of space-based surveillance program was authorized, which will involve building 52 satellites. Nisar satellite will also be launched in early 2025. Now, private companies are also advancing space technology. All these initiatives highlight India's ambitious plan for future space exploration and collaboration with the private player. Next article focuses upon tardigrade species because recently researchers identified a new tardigrade species which is named as Hypsibius henensis, and it is capable of withstanding high radiation levels. This research could help protect astronauts from radiation, clean up nuclear pollution, and enhance cancer treatment by improving stress tolerance in human cells. Talking about tardigrades, they are also known as water bears. They are tiny 8-legged micro animals found in water, measuring in micrometers. They are renowned for their remarkable resilience and survival abilities. They were first discovered in marine form in India in 2021, specifically in Kerala, where they were named Strigractus keryalensis. Next article is related to Infantry Day, which is celebrated annually on 27th October to honor the landing of the 1st Battalion of the Sikh Regiment at Srinagar Airfield in 1947, which helped protect Jammu and Kashmir from Pakistan raiders. Infantry is known as the Queen of the Battle, and it has a long history of playing a vital role in the Indian Army's defense efforts. Their contribution have been crucial in various conflicts, including wars against China and Pakistan, as well as in the Kargil conflict. Additionally, infantry has been instrumental in numerous counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism operations across India, demonstrating professionalism and commitment in missions like Operation Blue Star, Operation Rakshak, Operation Pavan, and Operation Snow Leopard. Next article talks about dyslexia, which is a common learning difficulty that mainly causes problems with reading, writing, and spelling. It is a lifelong problem that can present challenges on daily basis, but support is available to improve reading and writing skills and help those with the problem be successful at school and work. Now, Pakistan has been ranked 140 out of 142 countries in the World Justice Project Rule of Law Index for Order and Security, making it the third worst globally, with only Mali and Nigeria ranked lower. In contrast, Denmark leads the index, followed by Norway, Finland, Sweden, and Germany. India is placed 98 out of 142 countries. Talking about World Justice Project report, it evaluates countries based on factors such as constraints on government's powers, absence of corruption, open government, fundamental rights, order and security, regulatory enforcement, civil justice, and criminal justice. So with this, let's conclude today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.